Now, the British Broadcasting Corporation, that's the BBC, has published a documentary, which documentary focuses on two universities in West Africa. The University of Lagos in Nigeria, the University of Ghana here in Accra. This documentary has to do with what they call sex for grades, which is an issue where lecturers supposedly threaten students with sex or fail them in an examination. Two lecturers have been mentioned so far at the University of Ghana. Some students, we are told, have been repeatedly making these claims over the years. Is this issue of sex for grades an issue that has always been there, but which issue has never had a proof until recently or until the BBC expose? That's what we have come here to do, to speak to the principal actors in this issue, if there's even an issue at all. The students, the lecturers, and for that matter, I'll be speaking to Professor Ransford Jampo himself, who has been mentioned in this documentary. And of course, we'll be hearing from the University of Ghana what their position is on the matter. But before then, let's see this report put together by the Citi Newsroom on what the BBC has been finding out so far.
University professor.
In the documentary released by the BBC Africa Eye, Professor Jampo is seen at a restaurant proposing marriage to the undercover journalist who had posed as a student after she had allegedly refused to meet up with him in her house.
Things.
I grabbed him, kissed her, and here. By the time I released you see all the fibers.
Also in the video, another lecturer, Dr. Paul Kwame Butakor, was seen and heard having an inappropriate interaction with the investigator who posed as a prospective postgraduate student. Dr. Butakor also requested to be the side guy of the girl in order to give her an opportunity to undertake her national service in his department.
Maybe you'll be my side, I'll also be your side. Because, I'm married. My wife is not in the country, though. My wife is out of the country.
A Nigerian professor with the University of Lagos in Nigeria, Dr. Boniface Igbenegu, was also captured in the documentary, physically and verbally making sexual advances to the BBC investigator, posing as an SHS graduate who needed admission. The university has, however, disassociated itself from the alleged behavior of Dr. Boniface. He has also been relieved of his pastoral position by the Four Square Gospel Church in Nigeria.
Well, if you watch the video that the University of Ghana, we are attempting to get as many views as possible. Let's sample some views from students now. Hello, welcome to Citi Newsroom.
Okay, thank you.
This issue of sex for grades, have you ever heard of it, or have you ever had an experience?
Yes, I've heard of it. It's circulating all over the news. I haven't personally experienced it, but then I know of a friend who had a similar experience from her lecturer.
What happened? Tell us.
Okay, she actually had an issue with her grades, so she confronted the lecturer to help her with it. It wasn't appearing on her portal, on her results portal, so she confronted the lecturer, and the lecturer was like she should come over to his office to sort that issue. But then when she went over there, he demanded for sex before uploading her results for her.
We're coming to you from the Ghana School of Law here at Mokola in the Greater Accra region, where hundreds of students are currently protesting against current legal reforms here in the country. They want about 8 reforms to be made to the current system. In a few minutes, we'll look at the reforms and why they are looking for an amendment. Now, over here, we have hundreds of students, some currently in the system, others who have been failed. Now, if you remember, just a few weeks back, new results from the law exams show that less than 10% were passed out of over 1,000 people who wrote the exam to be able to move to the next level. Now, this together with other results we've seen over the period from last year and over the years has pushed students to embark on this protest. So we're currently with students who are protesting against the current legal reforms. Let me speak to one of them. What's your name, gentlemen?
My name is Zo.
Is that your full name?
Yeah, Zetu. Zo.
So why have you decided to join this march? What are your concerns?
First of all, for posterity. Second of all, because I'm inspired by Nkrumah and our constitution and our national anthem to resist what? Oppressors rule. And there is an oppression in the Ghana legal system, the Ghana legal education right now. And the immediate event that has happened right now that we are here is because the GLC has passed only 7% of over 1,000 people who applied to just have professional, over 1,000 people have just for professional legal education. And it is not any special thing, something that they can decentralize to the various law faculties to provide student action.
So I'm currently at the office of the Attorney General and the Ministry of Justice, where the protesters are currently at. They went to the High Courts, they've now come to the Ministry of Justice, all in a bid to get authorities to listen to the reforms they are demanding for the country's legal education. Now they intend to go all the way to the Jubilee House, but now they have assembled here and trying to get the attention of the Minister of Justice. We're not sure if she's in currently, but we know there are some officials in there. But they want to speak to the officials here, all in a bid to get authorities' attention to their demands.
This is the very first time in my life that I've seen law students demonstrate. So indeed, this really demonstrates the seriousness of the issue. We are fully appreciative of the immensity of the matter, and the steps will be taken to address it.
Now, the Technical University Teachers Association of Ghana has declared an indefinite nationwide strike to press home their demands for better conditions of service. Now, according to the association, staff of the various technical universities are yet to receive their emoluments of a university lecturer since the upgrading of 8 polytechnics to university.
Citi TV's war against indiscipline in partnership with the Ghana Police Service is back. Today, 25 persons, including 3 uniformed officers, were arrested. One other person, a 20-year-old young man who was driving his father, was also arrested. Citi News' Caleb Kuda has more.
Sir, I'm sorry.
No amount of begging could save these drivers from facing the law.
I'm very sorry.
Don't neglect.
I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry.
The errand drivers were mostly the middle class, either driving themselves or being chauffeured.
They should pick you.
Wow, your driver has been arrested again?
No, we're naturally. We are getting the. I was getting a dispatch rider coming.
Say again.
Because, do you speak? Hello?
These included some uniform officers.
Sometimes I've not been going to work. I'm on some off days. I'm now reporting to work.
Oh, okay. In just about 10 minutes since the operation started this morning, about 7 vehicles, those you see behind me, have been, the drivers of these vehicles have been arrested.
But some challenged the arrest.
I wasn't driving on the wrong side of the road.
Others initially refused to give their keys to the police, like this man who claimed he was on his way to pick the vice president's secretary. He made calls, but to no avail. For some of the errand drivers, they literally broke down, eliciting some consolation from one of the police officers. Some of the arrested drivers gave some intriguing excuses, like this military officer at the Bema camp.
Today, offenses were mainly driving at the wrong side of the road, and few of them were also neglecting clearly marked road marks. And I must say that we want the general public, especially motorists, to know that we are not going to stop this exercise.